Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back to the Neko Morning Show. We have Survival is Near on the show today. Welcome. This is episode 8 of season 9. This is the final episode of season 9, and we will have been doing this now for the entire year. So, welcome. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it so much. Glad to be here. I try and catch the show as often as possible. When I'm around, and it's great to be on finally. So wonderful.
Yeah, man. Welcome. Excited to jump in with y'all. So we'll have some giveaways throughout because this is our final show. We do want people to get some Neko tokens and little bits like that. But yeah, we'll jump right into it. So one thing I'd ask you is here's a easy question. Why Near? Why'd y'all choose Near over a different ecosystem to amplify, to work with? Where did your ideas for Survival is Near come from in the beginning?
Yeah, so I started my journey on Ethereum or via Bitcoin, like a lot of people. And it was around 2020. I met Nate and Caro from Mintbase, and I had another project that I was working on called DAO Records, and we just started doing some stuff together. And those guys were like, "Hey, we're gonna start building over on Near." So I was like, "Oh, I didn't know anything about Near." So I checked it out. I kind of followed them over to Near, and the short story is I stayed. I got involved in the ecosystem. I started working with different projects and building community. And just ended up really loving it, mostly for the community and for the passion of all the people building, like why they were building, what they wanted to do. And the community was just amazing. Being at the first NearCon in Lisbon in 2021 was super special as well, getting to meet everybody in person finally. There isn't any other choice. Until chain abstraction really kicks in, I think Near is where we're going to be, and we look forward to kind of bridging the gap.
Yeah, absolutely. Chain abstraction is super cool. We love talking about that. Love talking about like all this promising Near narratives, all that stuff. I probably went to the wrong places when I was at Consensus this last week, but I did see a ton of Near people. But yeah, hopefully that changes in the future. Fun story, actually, for anybody considering going to Consensus in the future. It should be in Toronto next year. So it will not be in Austin, Texas, to my knowledge, anymore, even though it's been that way for a long time. So that'll be interesting. So why should people participate in the meme maze? And what is a meme maze for people that are not familiar with Survival is Near?
Yeah, just a fun fact. I'm from Toronto originally, so
really? Awesome.
Toronto.
Yeah.
All right. So why should people participate in the meme maze, and what is the meme maze? Well, I think there are a lot of reasons. I think if you were interested in exploring the different projects that people are building on Near, if you're interested in fun activities that are engaging, that you can participate in and get rewarded for participating in, if you want to try something cool and different, immerse yourself into a metaverse environment and, complete tasks and race against other participants, Survivor style. I think that this is for you. The reason why we called it the meme maze really is because, before, I guess around the time that I sort of came up with the concept for it, I was starting to get more active in the meme coin communities that are growing on here. And then I thought, well, why not create this sort of metaverse quest? Because the original idea behind Survival is Near is actually not what the meme maze is. And I realized that it was way too crazy. to like just launch initially. So I wanted to try something that was a bit more easy, I guess, easier to understand, easier to access, and easier to participate in, and also do a test run. See what works, see what doesn't work, and then how we can move things forward with the original plan. I've done a lot of events in the metaverse, specifically in CryptoVoxels, which is where the meme maze will take place. I've done building there. I've hosted events. I've had DJs and interviewed people, and NFT galleries, these sort of things. So that's kind of like a second home to me. And it's been a while since I've actually used it. So I thought, why not? Let's get back in CryptoVoxels. Even though it's built on Ethereum, it can be accessed by anyone, even without a wallet, just to log in. So it's super simple. And I thought it would be a great place to start. So we initially wanted to team up with 4 different meme coin projects, and then that kind of blew up to 10. So we were like, okay, let's keep going. And then finally we decided to call it after 10. So, we've got Fat Cat, Pussy, Intel, Intier, Shih Tzu, Chill, which is yet to launch their token. It's coming on the way. Horny, NearVidia, Nearcock, Slush, and Wojak. And to top it off, I got like a bag of Black Dragon to throw in there in the mix. So so that's kind of what the meme maze is. But I think the key thing is, why do people want to participate? What's in it for them? Part of it, there's 2 parts to that. The first part is, this is our alpha for Survival is Near. And we wanted to offer something special to the first 100 people who complete the maze. And that would be our Survival is Near Alpha NFT. And the NFT offers a bunch of different things. Maybe we can go into that later. But the other part is, our partners, the meme coins, they gave us some bags, and we've got, I guess, I don't know what the market price is looking like today, but we've got approximately about $500 worth of meme coins to give away. And those are going to go to the top 10 finishers of the maze. So the first 10 people to complete, they will get to split the meme coin bag. So that's a good incentive to get in there.
What's the how many would you say? How many meme coins would you say are there right now? How many do you have in that portfolio of about 500 to give away rewards?
Oh, like the actual like number of tokens?
Not number, like number of projects tokens.
Oh yeah, they're 10. 11. So we've 11 projects total. Yeah.
Do you guys have Neko tokens yet?
No, we don't. Should we? Okay. I mean, there's still an opportunity if we want to put it in there. Yeah. All right. Let's
shoot us later or not. Like honestly, just shoot in the private chat here. Shoot me a DM here with the wallet address, and we'll send y'all a million Neko to add to the rewards. Awesome. We love that people are trying to. We love that you guys are engaging the community and getting people involved in all that stuff. And if there's opportunity for meme coin speaking, we want Neko at the forefront as well with y'all. So we'd love to join the ranks. So yeah. Sweet. Cool, man. Well, that'll make the pot a little bit bigger, guys. That means everybody needs to be working on the maze, being one of the top 10 finishers. It'll be cool. It's not just cool because there's upside, but those are also like social tokens, all those things in there. It's kind of like proof of on-chain, relevancy in a sense in the ecosystem, because a lot of them end up being more like social tokens as well, and not just like meme coins. So super cool. What else? What is coming next for Survival is Near? What are you excited about? What are you hinting at for down the road? What can we look forward to?
Yeah, so after the meme maze is done, we'll be distributing the alpha NFTs to the top 100. And then we've got another we've got another fun thing coming up actually, which is an NFT, I guess a proper NFT drop that we're planning to do. And we're going to distribute the NFTs in a similar way to how projects would do their tokenomics. So basically, there would be allocations for people who finish the meme maze, for people who donate to our potluck, for people who are in our early Telegram, all the different ways that people can participate and get involved. There's a way to get rewarded with those tokens, NFTs, right? And we plan to have them tradable on a certain platform. Nothing is confirmed yet, but maybe if you know, you know. And then also looking at doing a little drop as well, like a public sale. So, and then have some staking available for those as well. There'll be some extra utility around those tokens. Part of that is sort of a gamification aspect, which is something that I've been ideating. So I won't really kind of go into that at the moment.
Absolutely.
But the other one is our honey bot. So we're working with the master slime dragon from Intier, who's been developing really cool Telegram bots like Xeon and the Intier bot, and also Axis, which is sort of a version of like a Claim and then upgrade to Claim, similar to what Hot has been doing, but more stripped down, simple version. So the honey bot, basically people can collect honey tokens, and those tokens will eventually be redeemable for our native ecosystem token called Survive. So it's just a way to kind of get people gamify engagement, and people can have fun and get in early on when the actual Survive token drops. So that's kind of what's coming. But I do want to touch on one other thing, I think, which is something that is, what we want to work into Survival is Near down the road, is that currently everything that we're doing is online and on chain. What we want to do is basically all roads lead to Bangkok. So I guess the alpha on our main objective in this sort of phase of Survival is Near is to do an IRL activation in Bangkok during Redacted of Survival is Near. So that's kind of like really like that treasure hunt aspect, go and hunt, all these different things that'll be fun thing for people to do. It could be visiting project booths and like needing to snap a selfie on Minsta. Oops, maybe I gave away too much. All right, I'll stop there. But yeah, that's kind of
that is awesome. Why Instagram instead of Twitter? And I actually love that you hypothetically thought about this, and I actually think it's a great idea, but why Instagram?
No, not Instagram. Minsta.
Gotcha. I was like, interesting. Gotcha. That makes a lot more sense. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, man, that's in IRL like activation in Bangkok sounds crazy. That is really, really cool. Guys, just a reminder, we'll be doing different giveaways. King Win's going to keep you all engaged. This is for the people in the chat. Make sure y'all are liking, retweeting, and tagging two people on the stream post on Twitter from the Neko account, like the one that we're live in. We'll be doing 50K Neko tokens to two different people that do all those things like retweets and comment to people on the season finale. So yeah, man, that's awesome. In-person alpha is great. It's cool when you can connect people to that and make that happen. So super looking forward to that.
We actually might have something a little earlier than that to test the waters. Looking at like late July. So that'll, give us an opportunity to kind of see how it goes and how to kind of perfect the concept. I won't announce where and when yet, because I want to make sure that we can actually do it and pull it off. But that's the plan.
Smart. I like the tentative announcements of, hey, we have these really big plans, but instead of just hyping it all up and then like being like not able to deliver, we'll slowly tease it out as we like show that we like can do these things. That is really, really cool. So what would you say is a very important like altruistic personality trait that a lot of people that built in the Ethereum ecosystem that are now building on Near have? Is there a common denominator? Maybe there's none. Is there a common denominator you can kind of point to or address for altruistic builders that are on arguably two of the better communities for that leverage tech for good type of community?
Yeah, I've encountered many of those people on Near. Really like people who are enthusiastic about just building stuff and at least trying to get what they're building funded, but not necessarily trying to go to a VC next and exit later on, but really building things that are useful for people. And those who have kind of been around the ecosystem for a while are kind of like that. And what I noticed about when I attended the NearCon in 2021 and 2022 was that the sharing of ideas, right? There's been there's a lot of talk about, we're building this. We don't want to tell you everything of what we're doing, but people like to share ideas, and sometimes those things actually get built. Me personally, I'm an ideas person, and I'm not a builder. I'm not a dev. So I just sometimes throw out ideas. I'm like, hey, this would be cool to do. That would be cool to do. And then it's really nice sometimes when the projects that I'm connected with actually take those concepts and ideas and integrate them into what they're building. So like that, they're really good people in the ecosystem who are genuinely there to build things that are useful to people.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like. I could name some names, but then I would have to name all the names. So it'd be kind of unfair to do that, but they know who they are.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a good amount of them. Guys, I'm flashing up some links. We have Survival's Twitter account. We have Survival's Telegram account, and you can donate through Potluck and get your funds quadratically amplified on this link as well. So I'll be switching back and forth between those. That's why I switched the setting there. Super cool, man. Totally agree. What has been super vital part of y'all's success so far, besides like an amazing community? What's been really important for you guys to see on the ins and outs and the daily thing to keep moving forward with what you guys are trying to do?
One thing that I've learned since getting more active in trying to build things in the ecosystem is not to rush. To take my time and to move at a pace that's manageable in terms of being able to deliver, and also in terms of expectations. And I think it's really important to do that, because sometimes when you go in with a bang, the community jumps in. There's all kinds of expectations, and you're firefighting along the way with the community, and it can be a bit disruptive to what you're trying to achieve. The same, I think, goes for community building. I've always kind of like to look at taking the organic approach to that, and try and find valuable people who are genuinely interested in what we're doing and want to get involved and participate. So with that said, The first 100 people to survive the meme maze and get their alpha NFT also will access a private Telegram channel that we've created called the Alpha Hive. And we'll also have an opportunity to participate in our DAO, to be more active if they want to be active. So those who hold the token will actually have that opportunity to get more involved if they want to. So if you're watching this and you're interested in what we're doing and you want to get involved, I encourage you to be a part of the meme maze, get in there, finish in the top 100, even the top 10 to get those meme coin airdrops and get more involved. One of the things also is that we haven't launched a public Telegram chat yet. We've been doing a broadcast channel. I think this has made things a bit easier to manage and to kind of focus and streamline. But later today, after we have our AMA on Twitter Spaces on our Twitter, we will be opening the public channel, Telegram channels, so people can hop in.
Yeah, I was gonna say today's a big day for interviews and talks for you guys. That's I hope your coffee's quite delicious today.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We need that. So yeah, absolutely. Are you guys looking for the job hunters, for the Web3 job hunters in here? Are there future job ops or morning kid or job positions that they should be aware of working for survival on Near? Your survival is Near, sorry.
It's hard to say right now, but what I will say is that we will have bounty opportunities. I like the idea of kind of spreading things around and giving opportunity to freelancers. There's a lot of freelancers out there in the Near ecosystem, and I think bounties is a good way to work with different people and really kind of find and connect with people who resonate with the project. And maybe at a certain point when we're ready to go live with our sort of bigger game cycles, we will need a couple of people to help out, basically community management, and also looking for a dev to help assist, like a technical lead kind of person who can kind of make sure that everything technical is working fine. And then also probably some ambassadors and these sort of things. So.
Absolutely. So guys, if you're hearing that, that means you don't have technical skills and you love what Survival is Near is doing. Stay very involved. Keep your nose to the ground and keep your notifications on and all their community stuff. And you never know, you might get work outsourced to you. That's always fun. It's always fun. Anytime we have like Web3 job ops we come across, especially in the Near ecosystem, we send like all of them our ambassadors, like, hey, go apply. Jobs in Web3, like, let's go. So yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. What is we'll for sure get y'all some Neko tokens for y'all's top 10 finishers. Sounds good. What's another way that we as a company can help you guys? Just more social exposure. What's a valuable?
Yeah. So starting from scratch, I think anybody who's kind of tried to build anything from scratch, especially in the sort of oversaturated social media space, it can be difficult to get that amplification. So, any opportunity to have amplification around what we're doing, for example, like this on the morning show and on the finale, be that, to have an opportunity to share what we're doing, to spread the message, to spread the opportunities. We've been fortunate to receive funding from Gaming DAO in the last round of funding, which should be distributed very soon, I hope. But what we've been doing is we've been, setting milestones around creating fun activations where we can both incentivize people, but also give back to projects. So what we've been doing is we've been purchasing different meme coins, and then we've been running contests on Twitter, picking random people in the comments section and airdropping them meme coins. And I think this is a good way to help the projects at the same time reward people for their engagement. We have different things that we want to do within the meme maze itself. I'll give you another little alpha about the meme maze.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got 2 Easter eggs hidden in the maze, so you'll have to figure out where they are. I'm not going to give you any hints, but they each will contain $50 worth of near that you can get, and so there's quite a few things that we've been able to do with the support of Gaming DAO. So thanks to the Near Game DAO crew, the council, to everybody there who looked at our project and thought that we were worthy of supporting. Because what we really are all about is sort of being the fun glue, the silly putty, I guess, between all of the different projects in the ecosystem, and trying to get people to learn more about them in a fun sort of exploratory way. Make it like a quest, an adventure, get rewarded, but also learn about the different projects that are out there and kind of share and kind of bridge them all together for the users, because there can be a lot of silos. I think a lot of people can be stuck in a meme coin silo, or they can sort of be in an NFT silo, or maybe they're in like a DAO silo and they don't really know what's happening with all the other things going on in the ecosystem. And I like to keep my hand on the pulse of pretty much everything that's popping in there. All the new things that are being built, the projects with their latest updates and features. So it's been a lot of fun trying to look at ways that we can kind of bridge that gap for the average person who's curious about Near but might not know about the Learn Near Club, and or might not know about like what they can do with AI on Midbase, for example, right? So there are a lot of cool things. We want to spread the word, and we want to enable people to have fun and reward them for doing it.
Totally. Have you guys? Well, I got to ask first if y'all have it all, because I've done this before and then dropped off. Have y'all at all, or have you done it and found that like posting and reposting things to the boss, the blockchain operating system, has been useful? Have you hit the toggle or hit the switch where you can repost things with the hashtag boss? Do you think that's still a real narrative on Near? Will that like early on chain proof of, hey, we were doing this back here, is that going to be worth something in the future, or is that just kind of a social that like it is a really good idea, but it's not working the way we kind of wanted it to?
Yeah, I think that's the challenge when you create something that is so decentralized. Like basically, it's a feed, and people build widgets and components to add to interact with that feed and your profile, and everything's on chain. And there are some issues around it, which is sort of that pop up that you have to like confirm or approve, and like of course the nature of on chain. Is that the things that you do have to be confirmed with the transaction. If someone was to kind of take it on and take on the as like a proper like product, I think it would be awesome and useful. Make it usable in a way where people don't have to have that pop up. Can just have a certain amount of credits in their wallet that will cover gas fees, and if they run out, they have to maybe do something to earn more credits. Some kind of way to make it easier and faster, because it is a bit slow. On chain is not as fast as AWS or Google. But that said, it is on chain. Which means that all the comments, all the posts that you put there, you can't go back and edit them. They're time stamped and marked on chain. So I think there's a lot of benefit to it. But it doesn't seem like it's been given the spotlight given the current narrative with AI, which I think totally makes sense. So an AI integrated, near social, compatible, components built in to interact with all the different projects and platforms. That maybe the AI builds those widgets and components for the platform. Who knows, but I think it's still something that could turn into something usable. I think that more people will use it. We use it. We got a wormhole connection with our Twitter, and we hashtag the boss, and it publishes, on our feed. And I don't think a lot of people know about that function. Whoever wrote that, I think it was.
A lot of people still don't know how to do it.
Was it Richard? Forgot his last name, but that widget, the wormhole, it's awesome.
Yeah. No, it really is. It does simplify. You don't have to go and actually manually repost as well. But that is a really, like the chat said, a really diplomatic way of saying it. I think that's totally agree. Totally agree. Like, yes, we can always make that better. And that is just the nature of it being decentralized, like you said. So totally agree. I've used it before in the past and have flurries of engagement on it, and then I cycle out of it and like man, I should keep posting on here and all that stuff. So that's cool, man. I feel like we covered a lot of ground in like literally 30 minutes. So what else would you like to talk about? Because normally we don't get this far in 30 minutes. We've heard why you chose Near, all the deep nitty gritties, future plans, some hot takes, all that stuff. You've dropped some alpha. What else you got? What are other things you want to speak to?
Maybe I can talk about some of the cool projects that I've been playing around with and having fun with.
Yeah, please.
So I got on the hot wallet craze because I thought this is really cool. It's a Telegram wallet. You can do all these things. This little web app. You can mine hot. You can get NFTs, and they're building their protocol out, which I thought was like pretty impressive because no one's really kind of done that in a way that they did. So shout out to the Hero Wallet team for having the foresight and the vision to build this fun app where people can claim and mine hot. On the back of that, I've been interested in other projects that are building similar things. I played around with a few that were not on Near, but I've really been enjoying, like I mentioned previously, the interior cruise development of the Axis bot. So Axis is based on this anime series, and the token is called Aqua, and I think there's 4 parts to the series. I'm not a huge anime buff, but I've been kind of following in the Telegram chat about that. And I just think that people doing fun, cool things like these sort of fun bots that right now don't really, like, the token doesn't have any utility. Like Slime doesn't necessarily even know where it's going to go. It's just like some kind of cool thing to rally community around and just kind of have fun and participate in. So with that, the other things that the Interiors are doing are really cool with the Xeon and the Interior bot, which is basically a notifications bot. Like, you can track wallets. Like, I get all the notifications for all the potluck donations that come in, and it's just it's really cool. So I can keep track of that. I can keep track of the movement of tokens. Like, are there tokens that I want to follow? That do I want to get a notification when there's new tokens that come out? Or new LP that's being created. It's really cool stuff that he's working on, and there are a lot of kind of new cool features that are happening within that. So if you haven't checked out Interior or Intel Near, you go make sure you check them out. They're one of our meme coin partners. Wouldn't even say it's a meme coin anymore, because I guess it was when like the whole Nvidia and Intel thing was happening. So this is like the Intel Near, Int Near,
Yeah. No,
Um,
I remember when that
but
came out.
I guess that kind of leads me into the next part. The next thing that I wanted to talk a bit more about
Mhm.
was the potluck.
Yeah.
Another really awesome project that I was involved with the early rounds on Gitcoin. I
Hmm.
think round 4 or round 3 or something back in 2020,
Hmm.
raising funds for DAO Records back
Yeah.
before we started doing things on Near.
Hmm.
And to see something built on Near for that, rallying around public goods, also creating sort of a donation mechanism, introducing the quadratic funding, which is what
Hmm.
Gitcoin was doing
Hmm.
or has been doing, is
Hmm.
really great, and the team behind it are super awesome. And again, these are things that are being built for the benefit of the entire ecosystem, right? Not just for the benefit of the project that's being built, which I
Exactly.
think is really cool. So if you do have an opportunity, please, there it's up on the screen now, right?
Hmm.
Please donate to our campaign.
Yeah.
It's for the marketing DAO funding round. So
Hmm.
marketing DAO has put up, I believe it's like 4,000 near, around
Wow.
4,000 plus near. I
Damn,
think
try
currently
that.
it's
Yeah.
somewhere around 29,000 USD, although near's almost around $7 now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's a lot of Near, and we've been blessed to have I think somewhere around 38 donors so far, which
That's
is really
awesome.
amazing because we're a new project. We haven't even like come up with anything yet. Like the meme maze hasn't even come out, and people are genuinely interested in supporting us. We
Hmm.
do have a little bit of an incentivization campaign going on around it. The other day, we've got $20 in Black Dragon to give to anybody, to the 4 lucky people who um, donate point 0.1 near to our campaign. I'm not trying to buy donations
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just think it's like
That's great,
another
man. Do
fun,
it.
fun way to incentivize things and to get people to do that. I know that it's not the easiest thing to navigate the NadaBots verification, but you need to do it if you want to donate to the quadratically matched funding, which
Hmm.
means that we get a bigger cut of the pool with you donating as low as point one of a near. So that's
Yeah.
like 70 cents, right?
Yeah.
So I think we can all, that's cheap. Like that's a third of a cup of coffee or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, like we would appreciate your donation. We were trying to crack the top 5, so if we can get in the top 5, that would be
Dang.
awesome. Early on,
Dude.
I think early on we were at in we were in the top 5. We were number 2 at one point, but like we're talking
Holy
about people
moly.
like Chill on Near,
Yeah.
like there's a lot of really big projects that are
Yeah.
you know getting in there to get marketing support. And one of the questions that Shot raised when
Hmm.
we were talking about promoting our campaigns around
Hmm.
funding for our projects was, what are you doing with the money? Like, if you're going to raise this money, what's the
Yeah.
money going towards? And I think that not a lot of, I don't want to like call anybody out or
No, it's
anything,
good. No, good. It's good.
not a lot of the projects actually like gave a roadmap about
Yeah.
what they're going to use that funding for. So we decided that we would do that. Basically, that's we made a post recently. If you get into our Telegram broadcast channel as well, I think it's in the one of the
Hmm.
pinned posts. But basically, we want to use those funds to do our NFT drop. So this is the honeycomb drop. So everybody's got a comb, like a honeycomb, right? You have
Yes.
each of the hexagonal like little
Hmm.
areas. That's like all of us with that us as like the hive, the collective, can participate and have our own comb. So that's why we got the honeycomb NFTs, and the other one is the honey bot, the honey pot, the honey bot. So
Love it.
the funds are going to support the development, marketing, promotion, and execution of those two projects. If we have leftovers, we want to support the ecosystem. So we're also staking on the Shih Tzu validator for 20 near. We want to try and do as many things as possible to support the ecosystem, maybe Metapool as well. I love what Metapool's been doing with their MP DAO token, as well as they just released the first month of claims in ST near for people who are
locked up their voting power.
Yeah. So done that. That's all in. Just trying to support the ecosystem as well as execute this first IRL event for Survival is Near.
Yeah.
End of July, beginning of August.
That's
so if everything goes well and we can raise enough funds, and then Near pumps back up to like $18 in the next 2 months, then we're going to have a party and we're going to invite you.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. I love that you guys have a specific roadmap for what you're going to use those donations for, instead of like, yeah, this is a nice bonus. I'm going to pocket this. That's awesome. It makes a big difference, and it's cool to see y'all doing as much, like you said, ecosystem support through there. There is a lot of big projects that are gobbling up a lot of donations, and good for them. But I do think Potluck as a just a big help for the startups is really, really important as well. Instead of just bigger whales of sorts, or bigger fish taking more of the total slice of the pie. So that's super exciting. That's super, super exciting. And I love that you guys are, like you said, totally about that and moving through that. Yes, not a bot is difficult verification, but it is worth it once you get through it. So
I think if you don't worry too much about the I am human, because I think a lot of people have been having trouble with I am human recently. Then the 3 ways that you can verify on Not a Bot is having a boss profile, having 5 followers, or I think 5 followers, or following 5 people on boss. And then the other one is the active Twitter account, right? So if you have those 3 things, you can get your 20 points, and then and then you can donate to the matched funding, quadratically matched funding. So that's the easiest and best way to do it. That's how I actually know, because I have a SBT from I Am Human already. So, but you need 20 points. 20 points. Yes. That'll get you. Able to donate to the quadratically matched. That proof of human. I don't know if it's 100% human proof, but
it's headed towards more authentic.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
It is awesome. Yeah. Sometimes we build in partials instead of or sometimes we build in halves instead of wholes, right? So totally agree. Well, like you said, y'all, that's exactly where things are going to be going for the donation money. That's a pretty dang good reason. You don't necessarily get that from all projects. He didn't say that. I said that. But yeah, well done, Survival's Near, on that. Make sure you guys are going to join their Telegram. That's going to be huge. I'll hold this up here for about 10 seconds. You can find them easily on X because we've tagged them in some posts, but also I'll pop that back up as well. And yeah, another great community project to get involved in, and just go deeper in Near, and build your on-chain reputation, on-chain, proof of, hey, I was here this early. Now it's going to be good to do that as Near gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It only makes sense. So, yeah, man. Vandal,
I could throw in a bit more alpha here.
Yeah, please.
So when you get into the meme maze, right? you're going to have to do a number of tasks.
Mm-hmm.
We're calling them steps in the meme maze just to simplify things, like step 1, step 2, step 3, and so forth. So when you get in there, you have to follow the order of the steps and complete them before moving on to the next step, because we have some of the tasks in the steps are on off chain.
Yeah.
uh, they mainly focus around the social medias, and the majority of the tasks are on chain. So you'll be engaging with different near applications and components and things. So it's good to set up your boss profile. I'm going to tell you that now. Set up your boss profile, get a picture, put a description in there, that will help you along your journey to be in our top 100 survivors, right? You might also want to dive into crypto voxels. So that's voxels, voxels.com. And you can jump into the world, figure out how to move around. We'll have some instructions when you get in, so that you'll know what to do. But basically, get in there and move around, so you know how to move and do what you need to do in the maze. Of course, subscribe to our Telegram channel. That is our broadcast channel at the moment, but later tonight, my time, it will be open for what's it called, for our public channel. And I think it's important for us to do that as we move to the meme maze, because I know people are going to have questions. They're going to be like, how do I do that? That didn't work, or what's going on with this? And so we'll have to troubleshoot at the same time. So that's one of the reasons why we're opening it up, and also just to kind of get the community in and have fun.
And I was gonna say, get ready for some work with people all jumping in there at the same time. That's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Oh yeah.
It can fit a lot of people. I remember when Beeple did his big massive drop, where I think it was 500 of Beeple's daily art, and he made a collage into one piece and sold it as an NFT, and they fractionalized each part of it, and they created a token around it, and they did this drop, and so many people came in, and it basically broke crypto voxels. It was just too many people. It hung in frames. Need to relaunch it. It was pretty crazy. So I think
that's some 2021 stuff, huh?
Yeah, 2021. Yeah, the capacity now I think is really good, and they've been doing some
3 years ago. So. That is cool. That is really cool. Yeah. So learn crypto voxels, guys. Make your boss profiles. Build your stuff out. And get ready to join the community later today.
One last thing. Yeah, because there are actions that you need to perform on chain, you're going to have some near in your wallet. I recommend to have at least 0.5 of a near in there, just to make sure you don't get stuck at a certain task and not have enough near to do it. So do that. Get a half a near. If you don't have one, borrow from a friend. I don't know, find a way to have half a near in your wallet so you can participate and enjoy the maze, and with your chance to win, that bag of meme coins. And thanks to Neko as well for including some Neko token into the mix. That's going to be awesome.
Our pleasure. Yeah. Well, thank you again so much for coming on. This was very insightful for me. It's every time I think I know the majority of stuff going on in the ecosystem, there's always another really awesome project that I just have to lift up the rock and dive down into. So thank you for your time. Thanks for your great explanations. Thanks for answering a lot of questions. Thanks for all the help and being on here. Make sure y'all are hashtagging survival is near on here. Survival is near on the Twitter as well. And we're excited to see the top 10 winners, man. It's going to be cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking
So
forward to it as well. I'm still like building the maze, getting the last bits and pieces together. So that's what I've been like nonstop inside voxels, and I
yes, sir.
token gated the parcel so nobody has access to it, which
Nice.
is a great function.
Yeah.
And then we're going to open it up at 12 a.m. UTC on the 6th of June. It'll be
Okay.
open for 48 hours only. Then it will close. So you have
Wow.
48 hours basically to go and complete all the tasks.
That's
And
awesome. I
you
love
can
that.
do you can do it. You can do it. Yeah.
So guys, 4 hours after the show, I guess episode 1, if we're having that on Thursday of the next season, 4 hours after that starts on Thursday, it'll be opening up. So get your speedy fingers ready and get ready to rock and roll. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much, Vandal. Appreciate you
All right.
being here.
Thanks, Nono. Thanks a
Yeah,
lot. Appreciate you.
absolutely. For
All right.
everybody
Cool.
watching, thank you all for being the best community, and we will see you next time in season 10 of the Neko Morning Show. So
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
yeah.